So, social services taking drug tests from people using saliva, coming back with false positives. They stitched me right up. Now, when they come to my address, as you can all see there, THC, negative. Opioids, positive. MDMA, negative. Cocaine, negative. Benzones, whatever you call them, negative. And amphetamines, positive. Now that's a urine test. A urine test can go back up to 2 weeks. A saliva test is 48 hours. So, in that time frame, I was taking my ADHD medication, which would clarify why I'm positive for amphetamines. Now, I'd also taken codeine, which clarifies why I'm positive for opioids. Now, in their test, they say it's come back positive for coke, as well as all the rest of it. So how come a urine test done on the exact same fucking minute, few minutes later, and a few minutes before, shows that in the same time with the same people, but the other one has come back positive? Has anybody else had these experiences? Now, I'm waiting for the social service worker to go back to his laboratory, get his tests and his analysis to show me and move things forward. Now, I do know for 1,000% that swab tests are getting people in trouble left, right and centre in all sorts of industries, in probation, in drug drop-in centres and all sorts. I work in one, so, you know, I'm in the best place to get this sort of information. I even spoke to my manager who said, this is why we don't use them. We use urine because they're inaccurate. But he rung me up and he's like, we can put you on a course if you want. We've got nothing against your parent and you're a great dad. We've got nothing to worry about Archie. But I ain't no fucking buts, mate. There's once upon a time I would have took that and thought, you know what, yeah, all right. Am I putting my hands up to any fucking shit like that? No fucking way. I do not use any sort of drugs that I am not allowed to put in my body. Now, what I mean by that is I take my ADHD medication. If I've got an headache or whatever, and through that time I was taking fucking flu tablets and all sorts of stuff. I was also on antibiotics. Now, I don't know why it's come back positive for the packet. That's for them to prove it why. And if they can't, then they need to retest me, don't they? But I'll be refusing any sorts of courses and demanding this is looked into further. I ain't fucking happy. I'm far from happy. You've got to remember how this whole situation started from idle gossip and rumours and accusations thrown at me through social services, which are incorrect, alongside a few other things that were also incorrect. Now, if on that same moment that test was carried out, saliva, as well as urine, you answer me how the fuck the urine, which is more accurate, shows what it was supposed to show, but the fucking saliva had something on it. Does not make any fucking sense. Is that test even mine? I don't know. Them social service workers come unannounced to my property in an unprofessional setting to doing tests on me. It wasn't even allowed to do that. It was against their fucking job roles because my son's not under a fucking child protection order. There's so many things that I could start throwing at them, and I ain't fucking happy. And I also told them I'm not having my name fucking discriminated, so they need to fucking go back to the drawing board, and I want to see that laboratory test. And then I'll be throwing questions at them. Now, it does go to say that I forgot to mention some medication to them that I would take at that moment in time. But to my knowledge, I don't think that any other medication could bring back a positive cocaine sample. Now, this is bizarre, but I know that other people are going to come forward and say it's happened to them as well. I don't really care because I know what's in my hair and I know I can laugh this off and I know who I am. So, you know, if push comes to shove, the results will show. But this is fucking disgrace, man. An absolute fucking disgrace. But there's got to be an explanation.